Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. This is a very exciting episode because I've finally unlocked the last two clans. At the end of the previous episode, we finished and just narrowly unlocked both Underlegion and Lazarus. So, we're going out of order, alright? Because I don't have everything unlocked, so it's fine. I did Talos last time. I think I'm gonna do Underlegion now, really. So I was originally, if I hadn't unlocked anything, I was going to do the alternate champion from Pyreborne, but instead we're going to do Underlegion. This guy is named Bolete the Guillotine, which is, or the Guillotine, depending on how you pronounce it. But yeah, he looks awesome. And so I have at least watched enough of the streams, the official streams of the pre-release material to understand how this clan works. They spawn fungi using the spawn keyword here. The starter here actually just makes one fungi. And the cool thing is, when you have them and you make more, they stack up. So they create a super kind of like tower. Basically, this is how I always wanted morsels to behave in Monster Train 1, right? Because in Monster Train 1, you had morsels that would take up too much space. You'd run into so many problems, right? One, they're too flimsy, so they get killed. Two, they take up too much space, so you're like taking taxes of taking space just to play the main mechanic of the clan. Then the other part is the max unit limit, right? You can only fit 7 units on a floor. Geez, I wish I could play literally anything else instead of having to jam that with morsels. So a lot of problems with Umbra seem to be addressed by the way that they've handled spawn. They've essentially created a super stack of fungi. You can use this to overstack the floor even because of the way they spawn in. They kind of appear on a floor, which is great. You could also use this to create one super stack in the back and then play other units in front. So you have a lot of options. I think it's very cool. It's good to see that they kind of listen to that feedback by making a new clan around it, right? I think that makes some sense. So we will be trying it out. I'm looking forward to it. Otherwise, I don't really have a great sense for what this clan does. So I don't remember any of the... Do I remember any of the banner units? I don't think I remember any of the banner units or other mechanics of this clan. The only thing I remember is the way the exiled champion or the alternate champion looks, because she looks awesome. That's all I remember. Well, yeah, so I think this is going to be an exciting one. And we're going to be risking our 5-win streak on Covenant 6 here, which is 1 card per draft, also adds a calcified ember. Sure, that sounds tough. Basically, this is going to make you think twice about drafting the card you want if you happen to roll it with the Calcified Ember, which is fine, I guess. It's annoying more for the strategic layer of the game, less for the tactical layer of the game. This is something that Monster Train has always had, 1 and 2, where you're thinking about the strategic layer, which is essentially, how am I building my deck? Where am I navigating to? What am I doing in order to support myself and prop myself up? And then the tactical layer, which is how do I play in the combats? And this affects the strategic layer specifically. So some of these affect one or the other, but this one is almost exclusively targeting one, and it targets one by punishing you in the other. So it's kind of interesting in that respect. I guess we'll see how it feels, right? Yeah, I guess we'll see how it feels. But that's all I've got here, so incredible work. Let's get into it. So as always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I have a Discord server if you want to do that stuff. These things are super awesome and welcome, and I encourage you to join and chat and whatever. It supports the channel, which is awesome. And yeah, this is a very exciting time for the channel. I've said it a bunch of times already, but I'm very happy that the channel is doing well, that people are excited, that people seem to still be interested in hearing me ramble about these games. So that's exciting. If you'd asked me a year ago if I would be recording Monster Train 2, the answer would be absolutely not. I would be confident I'd still be doing Monster Train 1 to some extent, so kind of a wild experience. But anyway, that's enough. Let's get into it. So let's click the button. Hiya. Alright, huh. Okay, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. That pause there was me reading these cards and thinking about them. So, okay. Yeah, I'm doing great. Finally have a chance on a weekend to record some Monster Train. Because again, as I've noted before, I'm locking my progression behind recording. So that means I can't just go off and play a bunch of runs on my own. I'm only playing what I'm recording, and I'm only recording what I'm playing, so it basically means you guys get to see all the nonsense as I think it through. Anyway, we're fighting Dominion again. I think I've fought Dominion more than any of the others thus far. I think he's fine. I don't have any problems with him. He's dangerous. He always asks you to answer the question of how do I keep my backlines alive, but it seems like all the clans have something they can do about this, so I don't feel too terrible about it. You know, there's obviously, it's not like we're playing with Tethys here or something where it's like, haha, 4 health, good luck, loser, and then you just pass away. Though that would be very funny, but fortunately, none of the champions have felt like duds, and none of the clan combos or clans in general have felt like duds. They all have tools for this. So it doesn't feel nearly as bad as, say, like Tethys in the last Divinity did in Monster Train 1, but regardless, he's still pretty dangerous, right? So you got to watch out for that. We have Pushback Archean. I haven't fought him in a while. And, okay, yeah, Spike's Kale. We've been fighting a lot of damage shield Kale, so Spike's Kale is interesting. Very dangerous, by the way. This is another champion that you really can't let him eat these morsels, or, gosh, it's just bad. It's really bad. So, we have Heart of the Pact as our Pyre Heart. Lone Coat, Pyre Cask, Kernel, or Cluster Kernel. Loamcoat is pretty good looking. 2 Ember, 20 health. Resolve, gain regen 1. So it looks like we have some regen in this clan. And then Propagate 2. Propagate says increase the stack count of buff effects on friendly units and debuff effects on enemy units except dazed. That seems really strong, right? Now I don't know if... What is it? I don't know if this regen is going to matter. We're partially what? Pyreborne? I guess there's some tanky guys. Regen is always a risky thing because it's like you need to have the max health to really benefit from it, and if you just die anyway, then it doesn't help you. But this card looks otherwise really good. You can buff yourself with almost anything. The problem is, of course, that Pyreborne doesn't really have much to add here. It's like, what, Avarice? So maybe we can use this to farm money, which I really like. Okay, I like money, so you got me. And then Cluster Kernel is a 2 Ember, 2 Space Banner unit. He's 10-5. He's actually 10-15 because he's got Armor 10. I guess it's just because he's wearing plate armor, that makes sense. And he has Resolve Spawn 4. So he's really good at creating more guys, I guess. Which I guess can be tanks, or I guess can be damage, which is interesting. Cool, let's see what we roll. Emote Tome or Spotted Spore. Fungi gain +2 attack per troop stack. As nice as that sounds, I think Emote Tome is just going to always be stronger here, so we're happy to have it. Champion path-wise, we have Executioner and Headsman. Executioner says Harvest gain Regen 1 and Rage 2. I don't know if that's bad, but it doesn't seem good. I don't know, that doesn't seem impressive. Or you have Trample with Slay friendly units Propagate 1. Now, let me read this. Let's see. I don't know how this is going to work, right? What do I propagate? It's just the regen right now, I guess. Wait, does that have whole floor? Friendly units, okay. So I was going to say we could propagate the Pyre Gel on enemies, but I don't think so. It's just the regen right now. I might take this just because of the trample and higher stats. This doesn't feel overall very strong though, right? None of these feel that impactful. He's a 3-space champion. I'm not looking at this and feeling too good about it, but I'll take the Trampler because I think this can be used with Pyre Gel pretty well. I don't like the way this Regen Harvest line looks. I'm not going to click that. We'll move on. That, I'll be honest with you, that's probably the least exciting Ring 1 selection I've seen for a champion in this game so far. So that's not a great sign for Underlegion, but we'll see. Mark of Invasion, I mean, I have a Trampler. I should be able to do this. I'm pretty beefy. I can spawn guys. All right, sure. Sure, sure, sure. We can push through this, I think. Now, who goes in front, actually? It's a good question. I kind of want the Trampler in front, but more importantly, I think it's because he actually has 20 health, right? He has more health. We'll see how this looks. How are we looking? Okay, alright, not amazing. Let's make a man. Fun guy. He is a troop fungi shroom. Okay, great. He's cardless. Now, wait a second. Troop looks like it's a buff. Can I propagate it? Whoa, okay. That went from him dying to a plus 24. I want to slow this down and watch this here, because that might mean that Bolete's Slay also propagates Troop. Watch this. Yeah, okay, so he takes some hits. Fine. He bonks. Oh, look at that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so a lot of things happened there. The first thing that happened is he got 4 from the Colonel. Every one of Bolete's slays was a propagate, and then he propagated 2 from the Loam Coat. We definitely want money here. This looks very powerful, actually. Okay, yeah. This looks strong, right? Bonk and then slay the whole thing. Yeah, okay, that feels good, right? Huge numbers. Big fan. I'm going to go ahead and put more Bolete action in and then just let it ride. Now, see, yeah, you don't want to go too hard here because we want to make sure the Shield Steward actually does die. And we don't want to... This boss is very scary if you let him lose all his sap. Bonk, 30. I think we're just going to leak this hit, right? I think so. I want to put some Pyre Gel down. I guess I could... Yeah, it gets a kill at least. Then we'll play the other Pyre Gel downstairs. Fine. Sure. Good. We get it. Great. Yeah, so this guy, unfortunately, I think it might have been a mistake here to play the Shield Stewards. Gain 1 sap and restore 30 health. I mean, I don't think we're actually at risk here, right? Like... Yeah, I don't think we're actually... We're super fine. He just gets crushed by the 135 damage stack of guys in Ring 1. So I think we're okay on that. Advance and Propagate 2. Interesting card. We already have Loam Coats. I don't want more. I guess this is how they indicate that the Calcified Ember is coming from a card. I probably would try this Propagate 2 on all units consume card here, but I don't feel like taking this Calcified Ember. So let's take Glow Up. Ah, see, they're getting me. This is how they do it, right? I really want Alchemy. And I think Alchemy is still correct, even despite everything. So I think I'm actually going to take this Blight. Think so. Alright, we take this Blight. Ugh. That feels bad. Calcified Ember. Now, where am I going? Do I want an Underlegion banner? There's a few things, right? This Cluster Colonel doesn't really do anything. He kind of just makes Fun Guy bigger, which is fine, right? That's not bad, but it's not impressive either. On the one hand, I kind of want to check out Underlegion units. On the other hand, a magic shop would be really strong to upgrade alchemy right now. Remove Consume is a huge hit, and I also do think we have a good holdover target on this glow up. I think the magic shop is considerably stronger, and we can look at the Underlegion banner steel shop on ring 3. So let's go left here. Show me the goods. What do we get? Unit-wise? Well, I mean, they're showing me Goldtooth. He has Avarice. I have a guy who propagates. Okay, we're taking that. -2 consume. Unfortunately, this is the wrong order. I will re-roll this. The double stack I don't have a good target for, I don't think. Holy Stone is like not even a consideration. Spell Chain on Glow Up is really good with Emote Tome. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way we play this. We Spell Chain the Glow Up. This can be used for Avarice and for Troop, apparently. And that gives us a good just spell to hit with Emote Tome. I don't mind the Mind Muddler here. Obviously, I think it's easy to underestimate the impact of draw reduction, but anyway, I do want to put Bolete with Goldtooth. We want the Propagator in front. I guess I'll put the Colonel middle. Sure. I do want conscripts upstairs. I think it's important. I'm going to get rid of the guy downstairs also because I do want the, what is it, Heart of the Pact value when I can reasonably get it. I guess this guy's kind of just supporting here. And unfortunately, we are losing the Collector. Put down that other thing. That's not great. Not a great turn. I could have played the Pyre Cask instead to proc the Heart of the Pact, but that's okay. It's fine. It's a bummer. It's not great. That's okay. Now, how do I approach you? I'd love to just slam Alchemy here, but I think we want to put ourselves ahead with the Pyre Cask. This is good because you get the Slay with him, which hits the Goldtooth. Sure. Right? You get a lot of Slay on that. Great. Okay, I do want to hit... Get rid of the Calcified Ember. It purges it. That's really important. I then can do... We're getting a lot of slays here. I'd like to earn money here, right? So what I want to do is, yeah, we get a kill, and then I want to earn cash. Good. So we do this in a different order, just so I'm earning 11 gold per proc here. Yes. We win this, right? I think pretty much guaranteed. Let's hopefully... What is coming up? I can't look at my card draw while the fight's going on. That's fine. So we should win this, right? Yeah, we do. Great news. And I don't want to mess with this because I'd like to earn as much money as possible. $39. I'll take $39 here. That's pretty reasonable. That'll put us a bit ahead. Alright, Green Recruit. Extinguish Spawn 4. Okay. Seems okay. Pretty fat floor, though. We got a 3-space champion. A little hard to fit that in. But I can see some value there. A decent endless target. He is also 0 cost, which I think is reasonable. We could take another glow up here. I don't think it's a third loam code. I think I actually just sell this, right? Yeah. Soul Smelter is... Now, Soul can be propagated, right? Alright, now you got me. Soul can be propagated, so let's take... Because, remember, they changed this, right? It's a buff now. This must be why they did that. That's very funny. Okay, sure. You've got my attention, Monster Train. We have a multi-strike. That's going into our lad, Goldtooth, 10 times out of 10. Oh my god, what are these things? Amorous Anoki. Rally, apply regen 1 and +1 health to friendly units. Now let's be clear about this. This is really good against Dominion. Spore Launcher. Rally, apply decay 2 to enemy units. First of all, this guy's too big. I don't care about him. There's no way I can play him here. This guy, I mean, he's got decent stats, but he's basically what? Smidge Stone or bust? He's physically unplayable with my champion. Not even a real choice. So, okay, that's kind of garbage. Inoki, however, this is kind of like the ideal unit to mix in with our path. So let's take this. Large Stone. What if I give random Large Stone to Cluster Colonel? I'd love to have be able to re-roll this into money. I don't have enough cash right now. What's coming up? Magic shop? Am I going there? Maybe trinket shop plus money in the cave. So I don't know about this large stone. I'm thinking like if I just have him chilling on a lower floor or something, right? We don't have ascends here is the thing. So I can't really assemble a group as much as I'd love to have him just pumping fun guy onto my floor. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think we can set up a good overstack here, but fine. Graft a random equipment on a unit. Now hold up. Gain a rate. This is different. Gain a random graft unit. Interesting. That must be something from Lazarus. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and actually just put Soul Smelter onto our Gold Tooth. And it's not particularly close. Yeah, that's wild. Are you kidding me? This is unhinged. That is 5 Ember for the cost of 2, and if somehow he dies, which would be terrible, we get it back. Okay, sure, Mr. Monster Train, let's play the video game. Events are cracked in this game, by the way. What are you talking about? That was insane value. So now, the way this is going to work is I can't... Is Inoki just better than Bolete here? That's an interesting question. She might be. I think she is. I'm going to be clear with you. I think she is superior to Bolete here. So I'm thinking you have to... Now, Rally is when you play a unit card. So you want to put her down first, right? Bonk. Then we Gold Tooth. Then we want to Bolete middle. Now, we can't play the Cluster Kernel, but I think that's okay. Okay, we have an Eager Conscript, which I think is pretty critical here. And I can give it health, which is pretty good. Now, this is bonkingness, but that's okay, because our floor generates regen and health here, which it turns out is pretty good. We will take the Heart of the Pact to the damage. So we're just generating stats upstairs, which is great news. I can actually get the guy in here. He doesn't die, does he? No, he doesn't. It's fine. And then what? Play a fun guy, I guess? He kind of just dies. What if I mean, I pump this upstairs, right? Yeah, we just pump it upstairs. I'm going to need Ember, right? Or a lot of magic shops or something. Yeah, we'll need to figure something out to keep my floor among the living. That's okay. The floor's looking good upstairs, though, right? Like, we're clearing it. We are doing it. I mean, I'm just going to pump numbers, right? We're getting regen 7. Yeah, Inoki, this is cracked. And this is not even with dualism, right? We could dualism this up and just have tons of stats here. And then what's even going to happen at that point, right? Nothing can threaten me. Bonk the boss. Get that Heart of the Pact finally. Earning money, which I really appreciate. Really appreciate that. All right, we hit the glow up. I want to make sure to... Huge propagate value here on... Yeah, this is wildly powerful. And then we're going to bonk an enemy here because it gets the kill, which is great. We don't want to put the Loam Coat on because it gets rid of Soul Smelter, but I do think we want to put it on Inoki here. Yeah, this floor is loaded, all right? Because this bonk gets happened, he gets pushed back. And then we're making cash. I have, 13 Avarice upstairs. We're doing it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, oh, we're super doing it. Let's put in some Pyre Cask on the boss, guarantee that kill. Any kill we get upstairs is superior because we're turning it into money, so that's good. I have 16 soul, which is 4 Dragon's Horde, so I think we will play the Alchemy here and let the rest of this floor chill. We should be able to reach... What? 24, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So I need to reach 24 in order to get 6 Dragon's Horde out of this. And I can just propagate this up, and that gets it, right? We actually super get it here. And then we can... Now, granted, I actually earn more money by having him stay in front, so that's probably fine. Mid-floors actually does fine, right? Pretty reasonable. I think there's a serious consideration for self-killing here, or self-sabotaging at least. Yeah, because it gets more hits upstairs. He earns more money. Great, love that. Now we just kind of chill here, and we let it rip. Great, don't press anything. Tons of cash. And we max out Dragon's Horde. We're looking good. Looking good. We're not applying a lot of Pyre Gel, right? Yeah, I mean, it's basically just Fire Starter and Pyre Cask. So, Superheated is okay. I might sell it. I'm kind of rich as is. What if I just take Pyroclasm again? The problem is it has this Calcified Ember I don't want. Hell Furnace is decent. It's not really what I want. Superheated might be good, but it's expensive. I think I'm skipping it, actually. Miser and another Cluster Kernel. None of these really stand out to me, and I do think I'm using Dragon's Horde on this run. We don't have the alignment to get the upgrades into Greed Dragon. I'm going Trinket Shop. I probably will go Steel, but maybe the Magic Shop. We'll see. I think we skip here. I think we have it on lock, right? If I get the Gold Tooth, another multi-strike or something, he's cooking. And I'm leaning towards space here, because that lets me put Bolete on the same floor, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you overstack him with Eager Conscript because of the +2 here. I'm leaning, I think it's space and it's not particularly close. We will bite it a bit on Ember. We might have to solve this somehow later, but that's okay. I'm actually going to solve part of it with Ember Charge right here, right now. Lost Luggage is really strong. Capricious Reflection is also really strong. We're going to see a lot of cards still, and there's really no way it can downside us. It's a tough call. Trader's Quill feels like, I don't think I've taken this once since it's appeared. It doesn't seem bad, but also doesn't seem very good either. Maybe that's one of those ones that maybe should have just died with Monster Train 1. I don't know. Anyway, Capricious Reflection or Lost Luggage. These are the real choices here. Lost Luggage is strong. Very strong. It gets in the way of eventual intrinsics, but we don't have any. We don't have the Ember to play our whole turn, but it does help with the Ember charge. You get 5 on that turn, which is helpful. So the main concern, I think, is that if you roll Glow Up on your opener, you have to make space in your hand in order to... I think it's Lost Luggage. I think it is, because we have the combo package here, and if we see an equipment, we can play it out and then still proc the really good Glow Up. I'm also leaning towards going left here. I don't need this health. Armory could be neat, but I really like the alcove, and I really like the money into trinket shops here. We're very wealthy. Goldtooth is generating a lot of cash on his own. Gotta be value here, right? Gotta be. I think there's going to be a lot of value from this trinket shop. What do we roll? Volatile Gauge. How expensive is our deck? A little bit pricey. I don't have the Ember to really support this very well. Pyrestone Housing seems pretty strong in general. Even if I roll an overstack here, we could then get another upgrade. I'm going to grab that. I'll re-roll on this. Ancient Pyre Tap solves my Ember problems. That's real power. There we go. That's what you really are looking for, right? That's the power pickup. Manifold Mirror could be fun. I don't have a room card, but I'm sure there's an arms merchant in our path we'll take. Probably this Ring 6 guy, Alcove Arms, Pyre Remains. What options are there? It's just like Hell Furnace and some default things? I don't know. Maybe I purge some trash. I do think I purged some trash here. Let's cut some Spear Stewards. These are tough cards to play. Don't want to really hit them. I think we're going to chill on this. Let's look at the alcove and see what we hit. The rail leads you... Oh, the Path of the Angel again. I feel like we don't have a lot of events unlocked. I've seen this a lot. Now, I mean, I'm still fine putting this onto Goldtooth, right? This guy, then he gets to attack, generate his avarice, and then kill some things. And then I can still find, like, another multi-strike for him or whatever. So, that's cool. There's an argument for the other ones here, but you can put them into Inoki. But I really don't think it's even particularly close here. We just take Wrath on Goldtooth and move on. That is great. And we still have a slot thanks to the Pyrestone housing. We're going to upgrade here. What do we get? I mean, I guess we'll take Propagate too, right? Sure. I don't think I want... Do we pivot into Regen and Rage, and then he propagates Slays with Trample? The thing is I think Goldtooth really wants to hit more than this guy. He's kind of just cleanup crew. Let's just take Bolete as Propagate 2 here. I don't know. This guy... I'm going to be real. Bolete seems kind of bad from what I've seen here. He doesn't impress me. He is not inspiring joy. I really should have looked at what Kel's C4 ability is. What's his C4 ability? Is it... I don't know. I know what his C1 ability, his default is. You can't incant on him or he corrupts your floor. I should have really read that. I keep forgetting that they have new mechanics, and I haven't seen that one before. Well, I do think this is going to look very similar. We're going to play one. We're going to play Goldtooth. I am going to put Bolete in last. This Cluster Colonel, I think, is probably getting removed. I'm not playing him with an Ancient Fire Tap here. What do we roll? Nothing great, that's for sure. I think we do Eager Conscript, and then we take Loam Coat on that. And then we hit Vengeful Shard. I'm going to... We do... Who's getting this Slay? 3, 10, 80. So currently Bolete's getting the Slay, which propagates everything, which I think is the strongest option here. Right? So that's why I didn't click the Wrath ability, basically. Alright, I am 100% going to... We have Soul, so I'm now going to propagate the actual heck out of him. I'm then going to pull our lad forward. Who is getting what? Who gets the Loam Coat here? I mean, I guess it really should be Inoki, right? Sure. Seems good. And we'll toss another Eager Conscript. Our defense is great. The regen means that any damage that Corruption the minion does, or like the minion does to us, does nothing. And we're also scaling max health. This just seems really strong, right? I think we're golden. Can I get this man downstairs? Yes, I can. It's worth more than the alchemy to me. Okay. Top floor, I don't have to do anything fancy, so I think we're going to hit what? I'm just going to bonk into the bonk. That's $75, which is great. This top floor looks fine. I think we're getting a propagate, and I think we're getting the Goldtooth value. I'm not going to click Wrath unless I feel like it adds to this turn somehow, and I don't think it does. I mean, I guess it earns $26. Sure. It prevents a propagate, but, you know, I think that adds money, which I would describe as a value. So, we'll just play that out for the Heart of the Pack value, right? Seems good. We don't get the propagate, but I think we're still strong. See, these are the turns I'd really like to improve, right? It's just like Firestarter and Eager Conscript. This is the stuff we want to cut. So I think we're going to try to cut Firestarters when we can next. And I think that's going to be it. I guess the best thing I do is just play some fun guy and chill, right? He's at least earning money, which is the most important thing he could do. Great, we're going to go ahead and click... How much is he on? Soul 11? Let's yank him forward here. And do I want to pull fun guy forward? Doesn't actually matter. He's coming out ahead on the floor. Okay, yeah, and then we'll just play the alchemy here, right? And now he only needs 24 in order to max out Dragon's Horde again, which he super does. Cool. Whoa, what? Where'd that come from? Oh, is it him? Oh, how dangerous is that? He applies corruption AoE. That doesn't kill me in any way, does it? No, it doesn't look like it will. It's just very scary looking. We're going to offset it a bit with the regen. That's fascinating. Okay, very dangerous. I am going to put a bunch of Pyre gel on him just to be safe. Okay, I think I'm going to pull him back if I can. That's dangerous. 41 regen. I think he lives, right? Let's go ahead and toss in. I'm going to play the Eager Conscripts just to outpace this a bit, I think. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Do we win this? Okay, we do win this. We have 32 soul. So I think I am going to... Ooh, is the incant too deadly? Does anyone know? I'm asking this as if someone can answer. Is corruption before or after regen? I just worry, like, can you be insta-killed by the corruption and then not get your regen? I guess if the corruption exceeds your max health, you're dead no matter what. So, it's good to know. I'm clicking this because I'm able to abuse avarice. Not gonna die, right? I don't die. Good. I am going to have him wrath attack for 66 gold. Great. Regen hits. Alright. Okay. That worked out in my favor. We get all the Dragon's Horde. We get 600 real American dollars. We're looking pretty good. Mushy Room. Apply sap 3 to enemy units at the end of combat. Fertile Ground. Consume spawn 1. Spawn 1 more for each card in your consume pile. It's probably pretty good, huh? I don't think I have many. It's just 2 in this combat. 3. So that would be spawn 4 for 2. That's pretty efficient. Wax Cap. Apply sap 3 to enemy units on summon. This unit is also very good. I'm going to take Mushy Room, though, because I can play this on the floor lower to me, and then enemy units don't get to attack when they hit me. I'm willing to take the Calcified Ember for that. Sacrificial Chamber, we're honestly making enough money that I don't think this is critical. Greed, Make It Rain. No, I'm not playing Pyre Gel. I don't care. Greed actually might be decent. Just kills some of the floor. Just kills some of the curse boys. I'm going to take Greed, actually. I can play this on a lower floor. And I will loot here. Absolutely. Pyreborne Insignia. We are equipping. I guess this could provide some value. Taskmaster's Leash. Am I ever going to attack my own unit? No. Sizzling Firecracker. I have no damage upgraded spells. I think we'll take the Insignia. This could potentially benefit us. Come on, Prismatic Dragon Scale. No. It keeps showing up, and I'm going to tell you, I dislike it more every time it shows up. Hey, Prismatic Dragon Scale, look at my deck. You see these things? They're called Vengeful Shards. They cause a real problem for you to do your basic function. Shattered Halo is the thing that I'm really dwelling on here. I kind of feel like I want to see more uncommon Underlegion cards. I don't know what the rares are. Can I look at the logbook? I don't think I have anything visible here, right? There are no... I have literally seen no Underlegion rare cards. Okay, so I don't actually know if Shattered Halo is maybe too dangerous here. We could go after wing clippings, potentially. It's maybe the safest pick. It's definitely worth more than 25 gold. I'm going to take the wing clippings, I guess. I think Shattered Halo could be it, But there are too many question marks right now about, like, are those cards going to benefit me or what? So I'm going to take the wing clippings. It's fine. I think I'm going left now. Yes. Removals, cleanup, a lot of good things. Dualism is going into Inoki. It pretty much has to. It doesn't work on spawn, right? Correct. Okay. It has to go into Inoki, right? Right. It's really good looking on Goldtooth for the Avarice and the Soul. Don't get me... because the Soul Smelter is also getting doubled by this. But we're already reaching 8 Dragon's Horde easily. We're actually overcapping. We would easily fill out 10. So I think we want to put this on Inoki here. Regen 2 means, I don't know, the corruption is never going to threaten us. And then I want some health on her baseline so she has more than 10. Endless? No. Avarice? No. I mean, Avarice is fun because then I can give her another Propagate and she can earn money too, but I don't think that's it. Reduce to 1. Now, hear me out. What if I make Tiny Goldtooth and then make another one? I have Ancient Pyre tap, right? I can get away with this. That seems pretty good, doesn't it? And I can put Titanite on Inoki, and then she's a front-loaded tank. That's honestly really good, huh? Yeah, okay, so I'm Titanite on Inoki, and she's a beefcake. I can yank her forward with Glow Up. BT dubs, Glow Up is huge. This card is probably equivalent to the Rising Rage of Underlegion, right? Rising Rage is probably the best card in Banished, and let me be clear, it is, in some cases, double shift triggers, but it's just so functional for everything that they want to do, whether you're overstacking with Talos, shifting with Fel, or just playing any of the units in general, Rising Rage is cracked. Similarly, I think Glow Up is like that same tier of card, like S tier card, just it's for Underlegion. The Advance lets you pull things in front of your fun guy, which is super important in my opinion, in order to create a proper tank, and the Propagate is huge and very versatile. This card is worth duping as well. So anyway, we're going to make Tiny Goldtooth. This is going to be great. You're all going to love it. I'm probably removing Colonel Cluster here. Goodbye, my hero. I don't know, you did something in a combat or two. We're going to also cut a Shield Steward because it's expensive and I don't feel like redrawing it. I'm going to look at the alcove now. Give me another overstack. The legendary dog made of bone. It's going to be really hard to keep Bone Dog alive, but I do like his health gain. I think I just take his pendant. They did nerf it, by the way. It's 25%, so it's actually... I would say this is a pretty balanced event right now. The pendant is always solidly valuable, but there are a lot of circumstances where I think Bone Dog himself is actually pretty dope, right? That's a lot of Pyre health, man. You can do it if you can like make copies of him or something. You can do a lot of good with Bone Dog. Anyway, I'm taking his pendant, so that's a nice little buddy. Great event. We're happy to see it. Now, I might pay for a removal or two. I think I'm going to cut a Fire Starter. This is a bad card to draw into. And I think I'm also going to cut... I'll cut another Fire Starter. The Shield Steward at least has pseudo-consume, right? Because you play him and he's gone. I'm not afraid of Heaven Seal, right? I don't think so. I think we can clear this wave. This is a scary combat. Undying Minions. And we have Quoto, who I have seen before. We should clear this, right? I think so. It's dicey, but it's only one tank in front, so I think we're all right. Then we're going to go... Again, the ordering, sequencing matters, so it's Inoki on Goldtooth, right? And then it is Bolete. Yeah, so we have space now for another Goldtooth, which is redonkulous. I'll play out and get this guy killed. Yeah, see, this is why I was less concerned about this whole thing, right? Okay, so here's what you do. You play the Vengeful Shard, which opens up... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. So when I glow up, this card replaces itself with the spell chain copy, and then it creates the emote tome copy. So I should get 2. Great. Incredible. And we're just going to farm out this, right? And then I'm going to put the conscript in front here. I will take greed because it is free cash, which is huge. And I do want to push conscript a little bit. It's a good turn, I think. We do need to get Loam Coat in. It's very strong. I think I'm taking this Vengeful Shard damage. Mushy Room. If we Mushy Room here, we basically don't even get hit, right? Or if we're worried about leaking, you could Mushy Room top floor, and then at the end of combat, if they walk, they do less damage to me. Oh, hey, look at that. Did you know Vengeful Shards preview their damage on the Pyre? That is not something that existed in Monster Train 1. Cool, actually. And makes sense. This bottom floor guy is a problem. This bottom floor guy, this Adamant Shield Bearer, he's getting the Gold Tooth special, the Wrath. That's the play there. I think we play this middle. I'm not as afraid of taking this damage as others might be. It's fun. I can actually, if I play the Vengeful Shard for my own, I take the damage now. I go out on my own terms. Okay. Yeah, I mean, clobbering time, right? So, first things first, I think we're gonna... Let me think about this. We're gonna eat some we're gonna eat some Ancient Pyre Tap damage. First things first, I think this is well worth taking Pyre damage to get rid of Calcified Ember. Great, we're just gonna burn that first. I'm then gonna go ahead and do Firestarter into Firestarter to earn $75. And then, do I think the Loam Coat's worth 2? I think I can wait, right? I can wait on this. Cool, we just take the 1 now and we're fine. Looking good, looking good. This floor is sapped out. Great. Press the button. Bonk, bonk. Good. Great news, in fact. Now, this guy is walking on me, but he walks up with 2 sap, which means he does 0. The only question is how many is happening. Right, so it's 27, 85 kill, 10 kill. Bolete gets through the reanimate. So I take 0 from him, right? Right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and farm greed out on middle. Right? Only 6 soul. Low. That's low. We're getting what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interesting. I can glow up for another 8. So I get to 18. I think we're actually all right. So I can farm out cash is kind of the thought I'm having. Yes. All right. Fair enough. We draw 6 here. This guy should walk up and do 0. He does. Correct. Great. All right. We're going to go ahead and go hard on the propagate here. I'm just going to leave him in front. This is what? 18... 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I do need to hit this one more time. He needs to propagate once more. Great. Sure. And again, he can actually frontline because of Inoki's hard work. So, great. That's incredible news. He earns money. We're doing great. We farm out upstairs, no problem. We should easily win against this boss. I'm just debating if I need to do Pyre Cask, and I think the answer is no. Oh man, funny enough, I forgot I'm actually... So, where is the... I put equipment on Fun Guy, so Pyreborne's insignia is happening. And then he's propagating, so he's actually gaining conduit. Meanwhile, so is Goldtooth. So we're actually like, we have a murderously strong magic power play here. I don't need to incant on anything. I think I actually just play greed on an empty floor. and then sacrifice this for Heart of the Pact, and we walk, right? Seems good. Okay, now let's look. 27 is 6, right? It's 6. I don't think we're getting more than that. So I think it is just straight up. We press Alchemy, we get 2 plus 6, and we're fine. I don't think I need to take any more here. There is an argument for drawing another card, but we're going to see the glow up anyway, so I think we're actually just chilling. He gets sapped. I think we win, right? We do. So the only thing I'm clicking here is I'm going to spam Propagate here, just because that means now he gets... We're doing 57 damage with a fire starter, but this just means that he's earning more cash. He earns 35 per hit. We're going to go ahead and bonk twice so he earns 70, and then that's that, right? He earns 70 per attack sequence. We're just straight up farming this man. His Titan skin is actually benefiting us. Great. So we have over 1,000 gold and 8 Dragon's Horde. I think we're crushing. New cards. Mushroom Cloud. Consume, sacrifice 1 fungi, deal 10 damage, and apply Decay 10 to enemy units. Now, I haven't read this. What is Decay? Unit takes 3 damage per stack at the end of turn. Decreases every turn. Okay, so it's just better Frostbite, basically. Which makes sense. I mean, Frostbite's not in the game, so you want to have some kind of you want to have some kind of debuff that does damage. Makes sense. And it looks like it's basically lower stacks, so the decrease is potentially more impactful. This is basically what, like Inferno, right? You're doing, the initial play is 10 plus 40 damage. 10 decay is a 30, so it's 40 damage altogether on turn 1. Then it's 9 by 3, 27, so 67. So across 2 floors, you do 67 damage to an enemy. It's pretty darn good, right? And then Truffles, what do you got? Add a random equipment with Ephemeral to your hand and apply -1. That seems really good, actually, right? Random equipment, you could load out your floor. There's a chance you hit, like, what, Void Armament or something silly? It's pretty decent. I'm going to grab Fertile Ground here because, one, we got the winged clippings, so it could not consume, but also, even if it does, I think it's still efficient. It's good fungi generation, and we can afford to just burn Pyre health a little bit. Alternatively, Mushroom Cloud is really strong, but I just don't want to take this Calcified Ember, so I'm going to take the Fertile Ground here instead. Stuck Up Whelp, another Greed. I don't think we need more, right? Just remove bad cards. Dragon's Breath is good. The main thing about Greed is that a lot of the enemies on Dominion's fight are sub 20 health, right? Like the Heretics are exactly 20. And then all the, what are they called? Fiends, the little glob guys in front have 3 health, and the duos have 10? It's 10, yeah, it's 10 health, 8 damage, and they Corruption 8 with 2 reanimate. Yeah, so pretty much Greed slaughters Dominion's waves, right? And as long as I'm not playing on the floor, it's fine. And it does earn money, which in turn translates to scaling for Goldtooth, right? Because don't forget, my boy over here rolls up and gets plus 15 attack for every 100 gold I start the turn with. So I actually think this is well worth it. The density on Greed is pretty good here. We will loot, yes. Hidden Coffers. 2 combats remain. I can get that. I can get that for sure. What is this? At start of turn, friendly units propagate 1. Snap click. That's insane. Whoa, man. I'm over here agonizing over like how to play and find more copies of Glow Up. Whoa, that's good. Now, here's the thought. I could go to... Missing 8 health, 9, it's what, this is not, math is hard, I'm missing 7 health. I could go to the right and pretty much buy out this trinket shop, right? 2 trinket shops is actually pretty decent, right? We get this one and we get the end game one. Like, we spend our money, and getting a second glow up would be a really good play. Alternatively, Merchant of Arms. Buy another room card, heal ourselves the max, see another alcove. Turns out events are still really good in Monster Train 2. I think with our cash flow, I'm going to go purchase out the trinket shop here. Yeah, I think so. The dupe is also really powerful. Artificial Pyre Stone. Odie's Totem. An Ember Relic is actually really interesting. You know, I could purchase both of these and it's just +1 Ember. It's just a boss relic, right? I've never seen these next to each other. I could just fully offset the downside. I'm willing to pay the Ancient Pyre tap cost. I'm basically just thinking what saves more health down the road, right? And I think having the 4th Ember on every turn will add up. So we're gonna, yeah, purchase both of these. I mean, the other element of this, I'm so rich it doesn't really matter, right? I may as well get the free Mushy Room play here. So sure, reroll, buy it all. Wait a second, Magma Core, I'm viewing it in a new light. Your Pyre applies Pyre Gel 2 to enemy units on all floors on Revenge. But remember, I have Ancient Pyre Tap, which I think would trigger this, maybe. The language is, it says played for their cost in Pyre health. That suggests that it could be damage, or they might treat it as Pyre health loss. You know, this is very much like a, if you reduce my maximum hit points, I'm technically not taking damage kind of thing. You know, that happens in a lot of games. I don't actually know. So, we can test it. I mean, I think I'm purchasing this no matter what, right? 100%. And then Ancient Pyre Tap's an option. But even if that doesn't work, just the Vengeful Shards, these for sure do damage. They literally say damage. This, you just let these bounce and your floor is going crazy. Equipped armor gain armor 10. Rather, equipped units, not equipped armor. You know what I mean? It's not bad. The thing is, I'm so wealthy, I kind of don't care. I might as well buy this and Spirit Breaker's Charge. We just generate so much cash, it does not matter. So great, we've purchased everything. Now the dupe here, this one, am I seeing another cavern? No. So I benefit from duping the Gold Tooth right now. Okay, great. Get on the team, champ. We are cracked. We're loaded, man. Now, deck refinement is still super valuable. So I would like to cut fire starters here. The Shield Steward, I think, is still a free play because of the way Ancient Pyre Tap works. I'm going to be taking the 2 damage on playing the second Gold Tooth. I'll show you what I mean, but I think we're going to chill at 494. That gives us a decent baseline for Gold Tooth's value, right? He's going to get 4, so it's 60. So he starts at 85 damage. That's legit. That'll handle things on turn 1. So we move on. Now, I think this lets me play floor 1 because I saved enough cash, right? I think so. Cool, so Inoki first. Interesting, actually, because of my Ember, I'm okay. I forgot I had... How did I get 5? Oh, interesting. Right, Odie's Totem adds +1 Ember, which adds the Ember now as well. So it's actually -2 in deployment, but we gain +3 in deployment, so I'm 1 up on deployment. I understand. That lets me actually... I should remove the Train Steward. I was thinking I would only have 1 health left, and I'd be paying the second Gold Tooth out of Ancient Pyre Tap, but that's not the case, it turns out. We airdrop in the lads. Great. Incredible news, right? And then I think in this instance, because we're playing bottom, I put Mushy Room upstairs in case something leaks, right? Or I put Mushy Room on bottom. I'm just going to do it on bottom. Now, if I play the Shield Steward for 1 Ember, he baits Kale. So that's worth it. Let's just be clear. Great, he baits Kale. Let's look at our bottom floor here. We are clearing the floor. Amazing. I don't even have to commit the Gold Tooth. So we're going to go ahead and burn Calcified Ember. Get rid of that. And then I can do Glow Up, pull forward. Now, I think the play is I want to make sure that the corruption is not ending up on Gold Tooth, but is ending up on a fungi. So the way we do this is First play is I'm going to click him so he generates a soul, so I'm propagating the soul. I should have maybe done that first. We're then going to do this. Then I play the fun guy, and we give him a loam coat. And now he takes the corruption, and we're chilling. We're going to leave the other Goldtooth's ability active for the next wave. And I don't think I'm playing this alchemy right now. Sure, fair enough. Bounces, and we get the magma core proc. Oh my god, did you see that? The Shroom Ponix. My guys, the Shroom Ponix is so broken. What? What do you mean, Monster Train? Alright, I guess I'm equipping stuff. Sure, great news. What is even happening? I don't have to click Goldtooth. I mean, I guess I could. Doesn't matter, right? I can do it next turn when... I'm assuming the waves get scarier. Let's just let it sit, right? I don't care. It's fine. Tons of money. And we're propagating avarice here like lunatics. I'm going to go ahead and hit that alchemy now. We're currently at, what? 15. Because I have 2 units doing this, I'm so far ahead on soul that it doesn't really matter. I'm at 24, which is 6. I'm already... basically maxed, and we're on wave 3, so sure. I should have actually done the alchemy, the Aegir conscript play instead. We do want to generate regen so that our poor fun guy doesn't pass away, but I will pay 1 ember to keep my train steward alive. Oh, did you see that? Ancient Pyre Tap does trigger Magma Core. Great, we're going to go ahead and do more Avarice stuff. I'm going to yank this man forward. We're going to switch the order here. I want to ensure that we are able to get full value here. We're just going to do some bonks and some bonks. It's good. And then I'm going to play some Aegir conscript. Basically, I just want to maximize gold earnings here. Huge. Huge value. Click cards. We are so out of control. There, we keep this man alive, and that's actually beneficial. I'm actually going to put the other one on middle here, right? This should bait kill middle, which is great. We otherwise just chill. I don't have to do anything fancy here. It's great. This is a floor and a half. Want some regen? Y'all want some regen? I mean, look at this. I've got 65 regen on bottom. Doesn't matter if I get bonked a couple times. It's fine. Now, I would like to switch the pull order here. Yeah, so I think I am going to... We're way over, right? 30. Yeah, I have like 60 soul, which is already 10 plus. All right, great. I don't have to click another alchemy. I kind of want to pull fungi forward for relentless here. So let's plan on that. Yank him forward now. And I think we're going to play the Fertile Ground, which is not that great in this instance, especially since I don't even think it discard. It didn't even consume. It's fine. And I think we're going to let it rip. Cool. Now this is Relentless, so we're super winning, but we just do bonk, 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 earn cash, and we already are over 1,000, so we just let this sit, right? Tons of value. Tons of value. Incredible news. All right, we're good. Yeah, Spike of the Legion is insane. Of course I want this card. Yeah, absolutely I want Propagate 2x. This is awesome. Look at this card. It even looks really cool, right? I like the little band. It's like a shaved piece of wood that's growing fungus. It's kind of cool looking. Now here, I can just draw now, right? There is absolutely no reason I should emphasize Ember at all. We're golden. I think we're golden, yeah. And we have the full 10 Dragon's Horde, so let's just go crazy. Flaming Talons for sure. Sharpened Teeth does benefit us. We have Gold Tooth, which is, it's +8, you know, fair enough. But the Talons will do more, I'm pretty sure. We end up getting Sharpened Teeth anyway, which is cool. I could take Shale Shell, but I'm not going to. Now, hold on. Shadow's Sheath. Don't I just become invulnerable because I'm propagating stealth on everyone? Isn't this just I'm now invulnerable? Excuse me, Monster Train? Oh man, I tell you what, Monster Train 2 did not forget how to make you feel ridiculously strong. What? I think this makes you invulnerable. My whole floor should just have permanent stealth. Even this stupid train steward should be invulnerable on another floor. Yeah, of course I'm gonna click this. What? Absolutely I'm clicking it. I don't need steel shops anymore. I guess I'm leaving the train steward in. Let's go look at the Light Forge on the Merchant of Arms. This also lets us full heal, which I appreciate. Headsman 3 is Propagate 4. It's a good jump. Sure, it's a good jump. I'll take it, I guess. He's really not doing that much. It's pretty much just Gold Tooth doing 90% of the work. But if he does actually kill something, it's kind of nice. And he's basically taking care of backlines for me. So sure, why not, bud? Let's get in here. He has been the least impressive champion thus far, though. So maybe a little bit of a bummer. Boiler Room. Is Cursed Dragon Staff fun? Isn't Spell Sanctum actually pretty cracked here? I have a lot of expensive cards. Yeah, okay, that's that. That's that. I would like it to be deployable, actually. Yeah, that's that. Okay, cool. Although, wait. I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think if I make Mushy Room deployable, then Dante's Footstool must select the Spell Sanctum. And if that's the case, this saves me some Pyre health. I'm going to try this. I believe this is how it should work. That is an awesome pickup. I will reroll, because I would buy like a Void Armament for Guillotine, or Bolete, I guess. Or maybe I find something I want to merge with the in front. Equalizing Rings. Is that good? Let me look at the spawn here. So technically this would benefit Fungi a little bit because he has a little less attack than he has health. So it's a small benefit. I could put a Quick down, however. Quick plus, I don't know, Loam Coat? I don't know, that doesn't sound very good to me. That doesn't sound particularly excellent. I'm not sure about that, actually, right? That seems bad. So, yeah, with that in mind, I think I'm going to ignore this. So, yeah. Yeah, let's not worry about that right now. Okay. I think we're just going to let this chill, right? I think we're going to let this chill. I don't have any reason to spend my money right now. I actually like the Shield Steward all of a sudden. Equalizing Rings. You know, the interesting thing, actually, is this weaponizes... Hold up. This weaponizes Amur Sanoki's scaling a little bit, which is pretty fascinating, actually. It means anyone who... Actually, you know what? I should do this. Equalizing Rings, merge equipment, then we put the Loam Coat into the Equalizing Rings, and we should be very good here. I think that is very solid, actually. So that should be really powerful. Yeah. This answers the mail quite well. Okay, good. Okay, we do that. Purge. I'll cut a fire starter, sure. We'll spend a little bit. Spend a little bit as a treat. I get to do it even more, though. I sure do. I sure do. So I'm going to go ahead and cut... I want to leave Eager Conscripts in. I think that they provide a valuable boost to my floor. So with that in mind, Yeah, with that in mind, let's go ahead and cut the last fire starter. I'm going to leave Shield Steward in. I guess I could cut an Eager Con. I can actually cut the Alchemy here, probably. That's true. I could just get rid of that. We are going to generate enough soul with our soul smelters. Yeah, okay. So with that, with everything said, let's just cut the Alchemy here. That's fine. Seems crazy, but it's good. We're going to sit on $881 here, and that should be great. So, cool. All right. We've done the thing. Now we're going to move in here, and we can take this, right? I have no fear. Dominion's Disdain. Yeah, sure. I think that's good. Yeah, see, so a deployable mushy room made Spell Sanctum free. Now, can I just play bottom floor? I think I actually just seriously can. So let's remember, Inoki first, Gold Tooth. Yeah, my guy's landing at 156 damage, so this is pretty impactful. And then we just don't even bother playing the rest. It doesn't actually, it's not worth our health right now. Cool, yes. As it turns out, by the way, you are permanently invincible, which is pretty cool, it turns out. Let's go ahead and hit that. Is it correct? Yeah, I'm just going to hit the Eager Conscript here, who's also invincible, by the way, for anyone keeping track. Very cool, in fact. This guy is living, which I don't love, so let's bonk it, I guess. I guess I'll play the Eager Conscripts out. They're free, right? And then we can hit them with the Spike of the Legion action. And then we attack, which should clear the floor out. Yeah, cool. We just do a quick swing, and then we press end turn. And now, the important thing is that they all generate stealth. They all generate... I'm actually invulnerable, everyone. Hold up, this is illegal. What is happening is I have 18 stealth on my guys. Okay, alright, cool. I mean, I don't know what anyone expected, I guess. Great, in fact. Amazing. Here, I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to hit him with the greed so I get more money than I wanted. I'm not going to take any damage. I guess I'm going to just hit him with the Heart of the Pact action downstairs. We are unhinged. Cool. Cool. Oh, yeah, something is living. Great. We're just going to go ahead and bonk a couple times. That seems reasonable. We're going to go ahead and do a big propagate action here. Yeah, everything that's happening right now seems good. Cool. This is normal. What we are experiencing is very normal. I'm just going to burn these cards, I guess. There's really no reason to keep them. I'm actually out of control. This is crazy, right? Great job. Now, enemies are living, unbelievably. They have enough stacks of everything. Now, that said, I think I can just kill them over the course of 2 floors with... You heard it here. I'm still generating everything. Help. Help, I've become too strong. I just go ahead and click the fun guy and he kills a guy, and then I do it upstairs and he does it again, right? We're actually just too powerful is the thing. The thing that's happening is because they're invincible, right? Well, I guess the stealth does tick down. Oh, no, not that one. Never mind. They're actually... Yeah, they're invincible. Never mind. We're good. I just don't care, so I'm going to go ahead and airdrop in a spike here and another spike here. And I think I'm going to have attacks come in, right? Cool. Good. Great. We have almost 2,000 real American dollars. We have over 2,000 real American dollars. We are invincible. I am... Okay. Wow. We've monster trained. This is a new card, Inhale. Deal 10 damage, slay, spawn 2 for 1 Ember. It's a really good ping, actually. It's interesting to note that this ping is present as an uncommon card. This is a little bit Melting Remnant-esque, if you think about it. There was no ping on Melting in the common pool, but it existed in the uncommon. Now, obviously, like, the mechanics are very different, but at the same time, I think that the presence of this here is interesting. Wax Cap, Fertile Ground. If ever there was a run where you just wanted to take a card and carry it to Mastery, this would be it, but that's not me. If I'm not using it, I don't care. Greed, Dragon's Breath, Soul Smelter again. I think we're fine. We skip. Oh, look, 10 Dragon's Horde again. Hellfire Bellows synergizes with both Magma Core and Flaming Talons, so that's cool. Sizzling Firecracker benefits nothing. Shale Shell is kind of weak. I'm just going to take the Hellfire Bellows. Fine. I will take Medallion of Superiority 10 times out of 10. I got a lot to read here. Hold up. Vola's Tuning Fork is pretty much universally good, except for here, because I'm playing my Eager Conscripts on floor and I have the Spell Sanctum. Excuse me, what? Sapsuckling Spring. Shroom units apply Decay 1 to enemy units on summon. Alright, great. So we know that a fungi is a shroom unit. I hovered over that earlier and talked about it. So I think spawning fungi should also make enemies do no damage. Great. So even if I leaked something, it does 0 damage to me. And then there's also, of course, Sinner Salve. But I'm going to let these Vengeful Shards bounce for the Magma Core value anyway. Let's just go crazy. What do I even do? Do I care? I'm at full health. Removals are kind of pointless. We actually have a really well-culled deck at this point. So, I mean, I guess you could cut Eager Conscripts just to redraw the glow up better, I suppose. The Greed actually is becoming less important now that I have infinite survivability and the ability to play bottom floor. Let's be clear about this. Shroom Ponix plus Shadow's Sheath is broken. I literally any unit I play cannot be killed is what that means. I'm permanently stealthed. It's wild. Magic Shot, maybe? Magic Shot, maybe. I guess. Sure, maybe I can upgrade this crazy Spike of the Legion or something. I'll do it. The dupe is probably stronger anyway. What do we get? On turn start, spawn 1 on each floor per 20 cards in your deck. It's probably pretty good, right? That triggers the rally, I think. And then that's at least 1 card. It's 1 guy. I don't have a lot of cards in deck. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm also going to buy Winged Steel, sure. Versatile Ember Staff. So Blight is a card type. Spell. Blight Spell. That's basically it. Yeah, I'm not playing a unit every turn or something, so I don't think I really pull this very often. So I'm going to re-roll on it. Shroom units gain regen 1 on Harvest. Can I just be clear that I do not require more regen? Goodbye, Guild Marker. You want to buy Guild Marker? Sure, you know what? This $130 will save me money in the end. Intrinsic and Double Stack. -2 consume. I'm actually going to go ahead and -2 consume one of these greeds. I think that's a good pickup. And I might 20 consume the other. We're at a point where I don't need them anymore. We can just freely play bottom floor and we're outies. So it's whatever. So now they consume. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and hit the spike with a -1 here and intrinsic. I think that's pretty good. The double stack I skip. We re-roll. You know, I was hoping for a remove consume, but it's okay. I'm still going to give a -1 to the Fertile Ground. Yes, just because then it's free on floor. +10 doesn't matter. Holdover doesn't matter. I mean, we're outies, I think. I'm going to go ahead and cut, I guess, Eager Conscripts at this point. I truly have no downsides here. Yeah. Now, it's worth noting, I do think the Shield Steward actually does matter here, because we don't... I think Seraph's action ability will still hit my units with corruption. So I'd like to minimize that before I have regen rolling. Now the dupe here is probably just glow up. This card is insane, and I didn't get the remove consume on Spike, or I would put it on that. So there's also, I'm going to be real, there's a serious argument for throwing away Bolete and just having a third gold tooth. Like, let me be clear, I don't actually think Bolete is contributing to this run. The first run I throw away a champion on? Not good. He's not helping. All right, and you know what? You're right. I'm here to win, so we're gonna go ahead and make a third gold tooth, and I'm just gonna throw Bolete on some other floor, and I'm gonna leave all my money so that gold tooth just walks in with a bazillion damage. We are gonna pre-relentless the absolute heck out of this boss. Just no chance, right? He stands 0 chance whatsoever. Cool, so anyway, we spell Sanctum, you play Inoki, we play Gold Tooth, we pay the Ember for other Gold Tooth, they pay the Pyre health for it. I'm then going to go ahead and do Mushy Room upstairs. We're going to leave Bolete up there, and then we play the Shield Steward. This will just fully bait the boss, so... yeah, cool. Fully bait the boss. Great news. Bottom floor is absolutely loaded. Now, I would like to, if I can keep the fungi alive, which I can, great work. Incredible news. Now, our poll here is I would like to... it doesn't matter. I don't need to farm money on this run. So if I don't need to farm money, then we just prioritize... interesting. Right, propagating does look like it's triggering the sap-suckling spring, which is very entertaining. Did I misread that? Decay, not sap. Okay, I did misread that. So this is a much more balanced artifact than I thought. Sap would have been obscene. That's what I thought I was reading. I was like, yeah, sure, that's great. Decay makes more sense. So this just does a little bit of AoE damage. That's fine. Cool, we're going to go ahead. We're doing this because I do really just want to farm out survivability here. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and burn the greed in the Pyre room. And I'll burn the fertile thing downstairs. We save these Pyre casks for something else. I will actually put... I'm just going to burn the Pyre health on the... propagate the loam coat on the Amorous Inoki. We're playing this more defensively than I might normally, and that's fine. I don't need to farm money here. We just need to win, so it's fine. Cool. You know, we're pretty strong right now. Just, you know, I'm just saying it. Kind of the thing on my mind. I'm just gonna tell you, we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, great, wonderful, cool. You know, there's very little fear. And then on this turn, this is the turn where we push the button. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit the Pyre Cask on the boss twice. Hit the other one here. Play some of these other things. We're gonna buff up pretty quick here, no problem. I'm then going to go ahead and just bonk a bunch of times because it pushes all these numbers into the boss, which is very strong. Yeah, his corruption does push through for anyone keeping track. This is ridiculous. Our floor is simply too powerful. You can't defeat me. Burn, greed, and La La Land, and then we just buff up. This guy actually does live because we're only hitting so many times. This actually is very indicative of the danger of the deformed duos, right? So you can't, even if you're hitting a bazillion times, they still walk on you. Now, of course, he is dead regardless, but that's okay. Let's make sure to play the greed here. Great. Just going to slam glow up. You know, you could be propagating the stealth stacks here. and that would be increasing my damage, but the truth is that I see no reason to do so. Meanwhile, our top 2 floors are just also basically invulnerable, so that's cool. Great, and then my man's back downstairs. I'm going to go ahead and press some buttons, and I'm pretty sure we're going to just crush this, so that'll be fun. Propagate stuff. We're going to do some bonk bonk. We're going to do some bonk bonk. I'm going to do some bonking, and then, yeah, we actually fully win on this turn because Seraph stands no chance. Look at this. 281 regen. I have 135 stealth on my fun guy. He wins relentless, hands down. 83 conduit? What? If I attacked on this floor? This is more conduit than I have in Luna runs. This is crazy. Meanwhile, Bolete is living off in his own world. Amazing. Just end this. End this guy's torment. Alright, goodbye, Seraph. Goodbye, Seraph. Okay, so Underlegion's really strong, but also I've got to give some credit to our boy Goldtooth, who even post-nerf is really strong. Really powerful run. It felt bad throwing away Bolete. He felt the worst of any champion I have played thus far, which is not a good sign, but it could have just been a bad run for him. This is probably just a bad run. It's honestly the first time I've played with him, so maybe he gets better. Maybe the third path is actually really good, the one I didn't see. But what I saw from there didn't look that impressive. I ended up throwing him away. He was not relevant. My units were better, which that's not a good sign. All right, we unlocked Deadly Variant, Consume, 2 Ember spell, apply decay equal to 5 times your sap. Interesting. So if you can farm sap on the enemies, you can then weaponize that sap. This is a cool payout card. I like that idea a lot. All right, an artifact, Verdant Cycle. The first time each turn, a spell card with Consume is played, draw 1. Well, that seems strong, right? It's a draw relic, basically, if you're consuming every turn. Maybe a little weaker than Winged Steel, but still quite powerful, so cool. All right, great. We get to level up again. Gooey Flask, Consume, apply Sap 2 to enemy units. It's common, 1 Ember. It's pretty good. I mean, there's some sap generation. We just saw a Deadly Variant, so there might be a sap build locked up in this clan somewhere. World-ending strain. When a unit dies to decay, their decay is spread among enemy units. That's pretty powerful. That's pretty good. So we weren't generating a lot, but if you recall, I did skip a banner unit that was purely based on decay. That was Spore Launcher, I think. So we saw him. If you used him with this level of rally and this artifact, I think you could have a powerful run, right? So that's actually good to know. We get a Pyreborne level up, unlocked Inequivalent Exchange for 1 Ember, deal damage equal to 25 times your Dragon's Horde, then lose 1 Dragon's Horde. So this is what? Think about this. If you're at 8, what, 200 damage ping for 1 Ember, and then you lose a Horde? It's maybe okay. I mean, it's a really good ping, right? You can almost kill something with it. It's pretty decent. It's a big cost, but if you're generating Dragon's Horde, because think about all the runs where I'm over-generating, right? Where I'm like, okay, I'm earning 10 Dragon's Horde, but only have room for 8. I could very easily spend 1 and not care, right? So that's actually a pretty decent, there are a lot of runs where this would be a really good ping to add to your deck. It's also a very high damaging ping, right? You can get anywhere from like 25, even at the lowest with 25 is not bad. I don't think I would ever use it for only 25 damage at the cost of a Horde, but it ascends pretty rapidly. That seems decent, right? I can imagine runs where this is good. Sure, okay. Stealth applied, 556. Seems good. Covenant rank up. Covenant rank 7. There is no longer an empty wave before bosses. Whoa, okay, so what is that? The Quiet Respite. Now, this doesn't affect flying bosses, right? Because there is no empty wave on flying bosses. This only affects the other floors. So this is a whole turn less of setup. That's spicy. All right. All right, Monster Train 2. All right, you're getting it. I see. Okay. And we mastered a whole bunch of stuff. Very cool. Great. We get to see a whole bunch of things. Well, I didn't throw on what's it called? Underlegion, even though I hadn't played it before. Clan's pretty darn good. I think Bolete needs work, but that's okay. Let's go to the run summary. All right. I mean, Glow Up, I was talking about this mid run. This card is insane. This card is amazing. -1 spell chain. The Emote Tome hit was huge. Emote Tome in general is just really good. Like, good in every clan, obviously. But Glow Up especially, the Propagate is a very powerful keyword. Do not sleep on this card. Anything that says Propagate is huge power. That includes this card, but also, where is it? It includes Loam Coat. This is an equipment. It sounded a little worse at the beginning because I hadn't really appreciated how powerful the Propagate was. But then once we were doing things like, grafted Soul Smelter and Soul and Avarice and stuff, I mean, this Gold Tooth slaps. This guy is outrageously powerful. Like, we created a monster and we made so much cash money on this, it was crazy. Getting the graft event with Soul Smelter was chef's kiss, because then you're getting free Soul Smelters on every single one of the Gold Tooth and the ones I'm creating. And that's bonus damage even if I'm not really using it. I was generating way more Dragon's Horde than anyone could possibly carry. Easily generating something like 30 Dragon's Horde of combat, right? Just nonsense. And being able to do that, and you can just weaponize this. We're on second row of artifacts here. We have so many. But really, the big shout out here is Shroomponix plus Shadow's Sheath. If you hit these two together, you've won, right? You literally can't take damage unless something affects you anyway. So, like, Dominion could apply corruption to me. Oh no, 2 corruption per turn. Whatever will I do? My guy stood no chance. And then you just have Fun Guy face tank for the Misshapen Fiends and the other things, the guys that apply it on Extinguish. Absolutely cracked. I can't believe how good that was. It was so free. This clan is awesome. I'm going to give you that. This clan is really cool. I'm a big fan of the general flow of this. I want to give Bolete more of a chance, but so far, of my games since the game released, he is the weakest champion I've played so far. This was a completely forgettable ability. Friendly units propagate 4. This could propagate on the whole floor, and I still might think it was not great. I don't know why it's only on friendly units, actually. Wouldn't it be great if I could set him up and have him propagate, I don't know, sap or something? But anyway, I'm already talking about this. I don't have enough experience. I'm sure there's some other stuff I'm missing here. I didn't see the third path, so, that changes a lot potentially. Anyway, let's go back. People want to go to the outpost, so I'm going to the outpost. What do we get? I guess the Tipsy Imp. Sure. Okay, the Fun Guy can talk, in case everyone was unsure. Apparently, he's ordering a drink from the bar. Okay, great. Oh, and Bolete's apparently complaining. Oh no, he's a general. He's sad. Don't get your gills in a twist, soldier. I'll join you. You're not the only one who needs a bit of the old liquid rot. What a weird interaction. All right, sure. Why are you here, bud? These banished folk, they teased you again. They laughed at me. Oh no. Alright, sure, bud. Apparently, Fun Guy is a war-torn soldier and is being disrespected by the others because he's cute. Alright. We fought together in the putrid clearing. Yeah, sure. Alright, yeah, okay. I believe they think your battle dance is cute, soldier. They call it cute. Yeah, I called it, right? That's actually kind of funny. Downright adorable. Oh no. This our poor guy. Okay, I see why you all wanted me to interact with this. This is pretty good, actually. General, I need a drink. That's all right. Pretty good. Cool. All right, I'll let y'all go there. That's the only dialogue I see on screen. So, incredible work. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.